So last week I made one of these videos about Luka Doncic, and since then all you guys have been asking for is for me to make one of these on Marvin Bagley, a guy who's a lot more likely to go number 1 in the NBA draft than Doncic. So anyway, before this video starts, we are doing a daily December. We're getting one video out every single day in December. Our original goal was 25,000 subscribers and we've smashed 28k at this stage. So if you guys like this content, subscribe. We are going for 30k by the end of the year. And if you guys have any ideas for videos, leave them in the comments. It's honestly a struggle to think of an idea every single day, but so far we've done it, and hopefully I can do it for all 31 days this month. So anyway, now let's get on to the video. So as soon as Marvin Bagley III reclassified and decided to go to Duke, he instantly became number 1 on most draft boards. Marvin Bagley was one of the best high school players last year, and this year has been one of the best college players as a freshman. So I'm going to talk about the strengths of Marvin Bagley first. So Marvin Bagley has got great height and length to play at the power forward position. He's 6'11" and has an above 7 foot wingspan. He's also extremely athletic. He moves extremely fluidly. And it's not like a lot of 18-year-old kids that are that height that are still getting accustomed to their body. He genuinely moves like a guard. This speed allows him to run the floor like a guard, and his transition game, especially as a finisher, is extremely good. He's also able to lead the break from the power forward or center position, which obviously it's a thing that a lot of modern day NBA centers do, but in the past it's something that was very rare. He can push the floor and is also a very good passer for a 6'11" power forward. Bagley is an extremely versatile defender. He has the potential to be a great shot blocker and also is good at switching. If he does get switched onto a guard, he's quick enough and long enough that he'll at least be able to put pressure on their shots. So he's extremely versatile and great in switching in a pick and roll situation. He also has the potential to be a solid jump shooter. He is shooting 33% from the college 3-point line, which isn't the best, but at the same time he is shooting better than he did in high school and his mechanics look good. There's no reason why he won't be able to shoot the ball at the NBA level. He's got a good post game and can score in so many ways. He can score in transition. He can hit jump shots if he's left open. He can score in the post, and he can also take bigger, slower guys off the dribble. He's an extremely versatile scorer and can score in pretty much every way. Wherever he gets the ball from, he's a threat, which means that he's extremely difficult to guard. He's also a great rebounder. He's got great instincts rebounding the ball on both ends of the floor and is one of the better offensive rebounders I've seen. Marvin Bagley will probably go to the NBA straight away and rebound the ball well. He's long, he's athletic, he can jump high. He can also read rebounds extremely well. And that's one thing that I think will definitely translate to the NBA. And now to the weaknesses. This is hard. This is honestly hard for me to say any weaknesses with this guy. He's not the best shooter right now, but he has the potential to become a good shooter. His decision making isn't as good as someone like Luka Doncic, but at the same time, he's a kid, he's 18 years old. That's something that gets better over time. He also doesn't have the most polished game. A lot of his success comes from the fact that he's more athletic, longer than a lot of people that he plays against. But at the same time, he's 18 years old. We can't forget that. These are things he will improve. So his few weaknesses may not be weaknesses in a couple of years. So how good is Marvin Bagley actually? Extremely good right now. While I don't think his game is as polished, I don't think his basketball IQ is as high, and I honestly don't think right now he's as good as Luka Doncic. I think that Marvin Bagley has the most potential of any player in the NBA draft, and I would be shocked if he's not taken number 1. The only way I could see him not going number 1 is if a team needs a center and they choose Ayton over him. But I think it's between these two guys, and I'd honestly be shocked if Bagley doesn't go number 1. He's the perfect modern NBA big. I've seen a lot of people comparing him to Chris Bosh, but no way was Chris Bosh anywhere near as athletic as Bagley. And to be honest, Chris Bosh shot the ball probably a little bit better than Bagley. But again, we don't know how Bagley will shoot the ball in a couple of years' time. Some people also compare him to Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett didn't push the floor like Bagley can. While he was an extremely athletic, near 7-footer, Kevin Garnett couldn't do some of the stuff that Marvin Bagley could do. But at the same time, it's unlikely that Marvin Bagley will become the defender that Kevin Garnett was. So in my opinion, there's no point comparing a lot of the modern NBA bigs to anyone in the past, because they're completely different. These guys grew up playing as guards. These guys are as athletic as guards. They move with the fluidity of guards. They can all handle the ball at least moderately well. And Bagley actually has a fairly decent post game, which if he can work on it and get better, that could become a big threat when he's in the NBA. Marvin Bagley has the potential to be a top 5 player in the world in a couple of years, which I can't say about Luka Doncic. I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely hope I'm wrong about Doncic, but I think Doncic is going to be an all-star, but I don't think there'll ever be a discussion for him being the best player in the world, whereas I think Bagley has the potential to be in that discussion. If Marvin Bagley doesn't improve at all, like what happens to some draft picks? Not every player we think has potential ends up working out. If Marvin Bagley doesn't improve at all, I think he's going to be at worst like a 15-10 guy in the league, which for a number 1 pick may be a bit of a waste, but I think he has zero actual bust potential. Marvin Bagley is going to be really, really good. Like right now he's averaging over 20 points and 11.5 rebounds per game as an 18-year-old in college, which is really, really nice. And Duke are also 11-1 and have a legitimate chance of winning the national championship, with Bagley being their best player. So anyway, that's the video. How good is he actually? Very good, with the potential of being better. I would be shocked if Marvin Bagley doesn't go number 1, and to be honest, if I was picking, I'd have Marvin Bagley number 1 on mock drafts right now. While I don't believe he's as good right now as Luka Doncic, he has the potential to be far, far better and has the potential to be one of the best players in the world in a couple of years. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.